Hello everyone, my name is Holden Hardman. Thank you so much for joining us again for another video. We are concluding our journey through some of the Superman movies. We're not watching Superman 3 or Superman 4, The Quest for Peace. If there's enough interest in it, I have no problem coming back to it, but really the meat and potatoes of these movies were Superman 1, Superman 2, and I really just wanted to show Jen Superman Returns, which is in the continuity of Superman 1 and 2. It stars Brandon Routh. It was made in 2006 by one of the directors of the X-Men films. A lot of people have different opinions on this movie. I will reserve my overall opinion until a little later. Something to keep in mind though is that this was made in 2006, follows Superman 2, really if I guess follows 3 and 4 technically too I suppose, but follows that, but it's in the future. So this is gonna be one of those mind things, okay? He's in the contemporary world, but the Superman movies happened in the late 70s, early 80s. So they're gonna be like, only 5 years have passed, but everything looks modern. Just keep in mind that it's like a modern sequel where not as much time has gone by. So just bear that in mind. How are you feeling going into Superman Returns?
I'm excited. I really enjoyed the Superman movies in general. I thought they were a lot of fun. I thought that it was a very different tone. Just so I understand, so we don't have Christopher Reeve. So this is a different actor playing the same person in the same timeline, or however you want to phrase it.
More or less.
Okay, all in all, I think these movies have been a good time and they left me feeling like happy, you know? The danger in having some of these like superheroes as dark and gritty is that sometimes like emotionally kind of weighs you down. Been really like upbeat and feel good. So I'm hoping that that carries through with this one, but we'll have to check it out.
Before we get into it, let's get into the comment of the day. Actually bit my tongue on that one.
Occupational hazard.
Today's comment of the day comes from when we did Terminator. This is from Lemon Herb 1, who says, the weird thing about a franchise that decides to abandon earlier works to continue from an even earlier point. One example I could think of are the Christopher Reeve Superman movies. They did 4 movies with him, then they bring in Brandon Routh to be that Superman, but continuing from Superman 2 to ignore the later films. We've had some talks a little bit about changing continuities, changing timeline. This is technically the Christopher Reeve Superman, but in a contemporary setting. Kevin Spacey will be taking Gene Hackman's role. But with all that to be said, let's go ahead and get into it. Superman Returns.
I thought it was Christopher Reeve.
Yeah, I didn't know what you were asking me about the picture. Like, that picture looks really modern.
Because I thought it was Christopher Reeve. I was like, oh, wow. Is Superman like DC's greatest success?
Between him or Batman, probably.
You will see my life through your eyes, as your life will be seen through mine.
Ooh!
Still got this long intro.
I don't think it's as long in this one.
I'm sure people say the same thing about us.
A long intro.
Yeah.
Bryan Singer, that's right.
Oh.
Brandon Routh.
Parker Posey?
Who's that?
She was in Scream.
Oh. I used to have the production script for this movie.
You said that if I helped you, you'd take care of me.
Mm-hmm.
You've shown me pleasures that I've never known.
What's she talking about?
Just, I love you, Lex Luthor.
He scribbles at the end there.
I like Kevin Spacey. As an actor, I know he's had some legal troubles, but just talking about him as an actor.
Yeah, he was one of the greats before all that.
He was great in American Beauty. That's Parker Posey.
Oh, there's Tessmacher.
Aw.
Looks like Crypto, the super dog.
You should play Scrabble.
I'm not playing Scrabble with you.
Holden! You're just mad because I always win Monopoly. It's okay, baby. Don't be a sore loser.
Is NyQuil a beverage? No, right? Oh yeah.
Will you get this thing out of my face?
Me. You.
Prison is a creepy place, Kitty. One needs to make creepy friends in order to survive.
Do you know the story of Prometheus? No, of course you don't. Prometheus was a god. He gave us technology. He gave us power.
So we're stealing fire in the Arctic.
Actually, sort of. I don't want to be a god. I just want to bring fire to the people. This is where he came for guidance.
But they had been there before, and it seems like he's introducing it for the first
Well,
time.
he's been there. They hadn't been there.
But I thought the girl went with him. Remember she found the toilet?
That's not Miss Tessmacher. It's her name's Kitty in this.
Oh, all right.
You act like you've been here before.
Marlon Brando.
By now, I will have been dead many thousands of your years. Speak.
Tell me everything, starting with crystals.
I don't recognize this guy. Has he been in other stuff?
He has, but this is his big blockbuster movie. He actually got to reprise his role of Superman in the CW show. There were rumors that he and Christian Bale were going to have a movie together, Batman Superman movie with the two of them, because this came out a year after Batman Begins.
But it never happened.
No. There's a movie called I Am Legend with Will Smith that actually teased it in like a billboard in the...
Really?
Yeah.
A normal Tuesday in a Superman household.
To be fair, everyone in Kansas feels this way because they're all on meth. Just kidding. Shout out to our Kansas viewers. We love you guys. It's just a joke.
I think Kansas is a little more wholesome.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I got you guys.
Oi.
Clark got a hold of that speed again. Just joking. Again, everyone, just be cool. I love Kansas. We've been to Kansas. Have we been to Kansas?
No.
Oh, we've been around those parts.
That was Missouri.
Oh, yeah. We were in Missouri. I like Missouri.
Fort Leonard Wood?
Yeah, a lot of great. We're going to lose so many subscribers. We're going to lose all the Kansas and Missouri subscribers. All right.
Just thought I would never see you again.
Brandon Routh really sounds a lot like Christopher Reeve, too, once you hear him start talking a little bit more.
That has to be hard, taking over a role that someone like Christopher Reeve played.
Yeah, so perfect for it, too. And it's the same one. It's not like a new iteration, you know?
Be careful.
Oh, you.
Jimmy. Mr. Clark. Wait.
He's been in quite a bit,
Yeah,
too.
I recognize him.
Oh, hey, sorry guys. I'm still looking for a place to live. If you know of anything.
He does. He sounds a lot like him. Oh, crap.
Hell hath no fury, eh, Clark?
Oh, yeah. Well, I guess you've been gone.
Oh, it's awkward. It's awkward. It's awkward.
But don't ask Miss Lane when they're tying the knot.
While you were doing your nails and ordering fur coats online,
Weren't there two of those?
you see, unlike our clunky earthbound...
Oh my gosh!
I knew you'd like that part.
Oh, the dog is eating the other dog.
He didn't have any food. Gotta do what you gotta
Oh,
do. Falcon would eat Boston, you know that.
not.
When the shuttle reaches the stratosphere, the secondary insertion booster will fire.
Ugh.
You do that look all the time.
Oh.
Oh, God.
Oh.
Don't look, just fly.
Wait, and this is all from that crystal?
That little tiny bit, yeah.
Looks like we're gonna have to scrub the launch.
Both sets of boosters are still counting down for ignition.
19.
No.
Couplings are non-responsive.
Don't be alarmed, it's absolutely normal.
3.
Oh boy.
You may hear the faint pop.
Houston, we have ignition.
Roger.
Lois. Yeah. You need to buckle up, Lois.
I'm still tying to the...
Oh.
Oh, Lois.
Some kind of unidentified bogey coming in from the north.
Woo! Superman! Woo!
Wow.
We actually studied this scene in my physics class. Oh. This whole sequence.
Oh.
There he goes. There he goes. So he breaks the wing. Oh! And there goes the other wing. crushing into it. And those ripples coming down.
Yeah.
There's got to be some injuries from somebody on this thing. I saw the article, Lois. Her hair looks pretty good considering everything she just went through.
Statistically speaking, it's still the safest way to travel.
His suit looks really good.
Yeah, it does. Looks really clean.
Hi.
Oh.
She never mentioned you.
Oh.
Really? Never?
No.
Eye drops?
Yes.
Albuterol?
Yes.
Polybiflor?
Yes, Mom.
Good.
Don't you dare.
I could kill you in 1,000 different ways.
Richard White.
Hi.
Cyclops.
He's also a pilot and he loves horror movies. Clark is... What's so hard about saying goodbye?
Who are we talking about?
Nobody, just...
Hopefully he uses this x-ray vision appropriately.
Yeah, he's doing just a little light stalking.
So I noticed you've been acting a little different lately.
Oh boy, here we go.
Which article? I wrote dozens about him.
I spent the night with Superman.
How are you going to compete with Superman, my guy?
Even though you've been raised as a human being, you are not one of them. They can be a great people, Kal-El. They wish to be.
Good shot.
I think some of the CGI looks a little
The
rough.
cape looks a little rough. It's a nice touch.
Holy
Jeez.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Oh my goodness. Oh man.
Not today.
Oh. I was about to say, these guys are just doing their job. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That was a cool shot.
Yeah, that's one of the best in any Superman movie. Whoa. Looks like Tommy Wiseau. Oh, hi, Krypton.
So this is a distraction?
Yeah. Look at that phone.
Would you like to get a cup of coffee?
Surprised she didn't grab onto something else.
He shut that down. Oh!
Got 9. Robbery proves.
Could you imagine robbing a deli and then running into freaking Superman?
Who robs a deli, though?
No. No way those were taken on that cell phone.
And they were taken by a 12-year-old with a camera phone.
They're like beautifully lit, no pixelation.
It's a bird.
It's a plane.
No, look, it's... You wanted to see me?
Is that from the comics? It's a bird, it's a plane.
Yeah, it's Superman.
Chief, I've done Superman. Too busy saving this hooker.
Why don't you guys...
You didn't actually have to cut them!
Yeah, I was wondering why she was like genuinely freaked out.
You're not taller than I thought.
6'4".
I love that he can...
6'4".
How tall would you say Clark is?
Uh-oh.
6'3",
6'4". Lois. Remember, he was worried about her getting cancer in the first one.
You know, you really shouldn't smoke, Miss Lane.
Where'd you go?
To Krypton?
But you told me it was destroyed.
It was. I had to see for myself. I read the article, Lois.
Yeah, so did a lot of people. How could you leave us like that?
There's something I want to show you.
You know, my Richard takes me up all the time.
Not like this.
Poor Richard. Poor loyal Richard.
I mean,
I hear everything.
how could she breathe up there?
They're not high enough probably for
You wrote that
it
the
to
world
matter.
doesn't need a savior, but every day I hear people crying for one.
Preach it, Clark.
It's got to be a little bit harder for her to breathe.
Not super high
I'd
up.
say they're pretty high up.
That's decently high. Yeah, you're right. Take you back. It's probably more cold than anything.
Well, not for her.
Can you read my mind?
Oh, that would be fun. If you were Superman, would you take me on a date like this?
Of course, sweetie. While he's flying by his plane. So
Oh, no.
Oh,
Good night, Lois.
have fun with Richard. He flies away.
Oh, I'm starting to feel bad for him.
Tell the truth now.
Burritos look good.
They did, actually.
Pulitzer Prizes are like Academy Awards. Nobody remembers what you got one for. It's just that you got one.
But
This
He played the bad guy in a movie, on a Disney Channel movie about a magician. What the heck was that movie called? It's driving me nuts. I'm thinking Now You See Me, but that's not it. That's a different one. Man, someone stole your frickin' crystals.
Are we trespassing?
No. Yes.
Hello?
I like the curly one.
It's a bad idea.
Yeah, it was.
Lois Lane.
Lois Lane. Stay away from Kevin Spacey, sweetie.
You're bold. I'm not supposed to talk to strangers.
Cute kid and smart.
Thanks.
But we're not really strangers. This is kind of a little reunion, isn't it?
Swindle some old widow out of her money?
That's funny.
Did you have anything to do with the blackout?
Are you fishing for an interview, Miss Lane?
Call a cab for my son, and then you can do whatever you want with me.
Poor choice of words.
You're a reporter. Help Richard track her down.
Yeah, you're a reporter.
Oh, excuse me, Frank.
This crystal may seem unremarkable, but so is the seed of a redwood tree. Not just an island, an entirely new continent.
Why?
Land
But the United States
will be under water.
Oh.
and the rest of the world will just let you keep it? They'll...
What?
But millions of people will die.
Billions! Once again, the press underestimates me.
Superman will never...
Wrong!
This poor kid is going to be traumatized.
I know.
I think you know exactly what this is.
That's kryptonite?
Yeah.
Who is that boy's father?
What? No. No, no, no. No, no, no.
Remember, they got busy in Superman 2. He's about, 4.5, 5.
Poor Richard.
I know, poor Richard. Richard deserves so much better.
Yeah, justice for Richard. She knew this entire time?
She must have been suspicious at the very least.
I cannot. But how?
Well. Oh, and he's encasing the crystal in kryptonite.
Because she would have gotten pregnant and then met him and immediately...
Yeah, it would have been shortly thereafter.
Come on, Richard.
Lois was going through some stuff, I guess.
She has a password. Jason.
You're telling me Lois created a GIF image of her going like this and put it on her desktop?
Oh, no.
Richard, my man.
Oh, no. Really?
Well, she was like, that's actually pretty lame. Steinway. It's a nice brand.
She's gonna fax it? It's interesting.
I hope they're connected to a network out there in the middle of the ocean. Lois, be cool.
What's with the videotaping?
Yeah, he's just like documenting the whole time.
Oh. Oh. Dang, this is some hardcore stuff for this kid to see.
I know, for real. But dude, you think Lex Luthor would be cool with you killing Lois Lane? Oh, that was such a good brand of piano. I think it's safe to say it's not Richard's.
Open this door! Open it! Could you help Mommy open the door?
I mean, he's in the water though.
Yeah, I don't. That's not the best place to be.
Got hit with the piano.
Oh, it's time for us to go.
It's Lois's handwriting. I'd recognize it anywhere. I just no idea what the numbers mean.
It's just off the coast.
Richard isn't going to get any credit for
I
this.
know, poor Richard.
Think anybody found his clothes and was like,
like
why is
It's
there
got
an
like his
outfit
name
here?
tag on his shirt and everything. But looking under the ocean, that's cool.
Mm-hmm. There's me.
The Falcon. Oh! It drops him off. That's cool. Ugh. Oh, good catch.
Oh, that looks cool.
Daddy.
Oh.
Oh, Richard. Hey, man. Yeah, we need to talk. The hole wasn't designed to deal with that pressure, so she splits.
Are we watching Titanic? This must have been so much fun to film.
Yeah, you're good, guys. I mean, the water's rising. You just ride with it. Oh.
Oh. Thank God for Superman.
We actually talked about this this shot in physics class as well. The problem is that those Superman may be strong enough to lift this. This is an entire boat full of water, and the metal that he's using to lift probably is not strong enough. Grabbing it, and it would just continue ripping under. His best chance would be to fly under it, fan out as much as he can, and then lift his body slowly. And even then,
that's your problem with this movie?
Yeah, see.
That's your problem?
Cutting
the
through
man
his hands.
held up an airplane and this is your
And what did he do on the
issue?
airplane? He went to the base of it and fanned out.
Who cares as long as he's saving them?
Yeah, it's just fun to think about, that's all. Just taking one last look, pal.
Ew, gross. Y'all need to have like a group meeting or something.
I know.
I mean, this quote continent is gonna need like a crap load of work.
Oh yeah, look at all that fish. Oh, it probably stinks.
See anything familiar? Because I see my new apartment.
I like how his cape's a little darker red in this too. Oh, sweating.
Oh!
Richard, we have to turn around. What?
No, you don't.
Yeah, maybe we could drop the kid off first.
Right? Oh gosh.
Dude, you're still 6'4".
Ever teach you to look before they inherit the traits of the minerals around them. Son inheriting the traits of his father.
Oh.
Turning the favor.
Wait, so he's gonna find out that he has a kid from this guy?
Yeah, I mean, dude, you're still a big dude, man. Oh. Oh.
Oh, this is sad.
Yeah, he doesn't deserve all this. Oh.
Uh-oh. Oh, this
Superman.
got real dark real quick.
Now fly.
Oh, brutal. Now fly. Kumar.
Oh no. Yeah, he's got to get that stuff out of him.
Yeah.
Your help will be called for endlessly.
Confer with your fiance first. Just saying, she might be leaving her son as an orphan. Technically.
Good form, Richard. What can't this man do? Perfect dive. Richard. Rich. Ooh, that's deep.
It's like, can y'all stop opening that door?
It really throws off everything.
Have to go back.
Does he ever find out?
Oh, such a good moment right here. So yeah, take it in.
Oh, nice.
Are billions of people really going to die?
Yes.
I wonder where he finds these henchmen at.
Go, get to the helicopter.
Oh. No time to mourn.
Oh. What's she gonna do? Oh, wow. I'm impressed with Kitty.
He's gonna kill you.
He really is.
This is actually the boat problem again. He might be strong enough to lift the island. So you
I
just
think
keep
it's
going.
okay.
It would just keep
I
piercing
think it's
it.
okay.
Like he shouldn't be able to fly much longer, really. Jeez, he got that up there quick. All right, Superman, you might need to drop that.
Oh, great. So it can like hit a NASA space shuttle.
It's more Jesus imagery right here. Sacrifice himself in the shape of the cross. Oh, still perfect curl though.
Yeah.
What are y'all gonna do? I mean,
Yeah.
jeez, he's freaking ripped.
Oh, yeah, he had some of that green kryptonite.
They can't put anything in him.
Oh, no.
Superman is dead.
And they're not noticing that Clark is also gone?
Well, a lot of people probably died during this. They don't know yet. In papers, they wrote 2 different versions. Yeah, we need to talk about your drawing there, pal.
I'll be right here.
I'll be right here.
I love E.T.
Prince from Snow White does that, and he's a demon, but she does it. No problem.
Aww.
Oh, it's his mom. Martha. Why did you say that name?
Meanwhile,
We only have 6 of those.
I'm honestly surprised she's still alive.
What will we have to eat?
I mean,
No! Absolutely not!
if it gets down to it.
You need Falcon?
Yeah, I'd eat Falcon even if I wasn't on an island. Just kidding. Breaking and entering Superman.
You will make my strength your own. You will see my life through your eyes.
Will we see you?
I'm always around. Good night, Lois.
It's a little video game-ish there. All right, just finished Superman Returns. Personally, I really like Brandon Routh as Superman. I think that he did an absolutely great job in capturing the essence of Christopher Reeve's Superman. I like his stage presence. I like his differences, Clark Kent versus Superman. I liked Lois Lane. I think that she did a pretty good job, and I liked Kevin Spacey as Lex Luthor. Obviously, I'm just talking about his performance, not who he is as a person. I thought he did a great job as Lex Luthor. But I'd love to know your thoughts on this, especially in comparison to the original Superman 1 and 2.
I don't think that I liked this actor as much as you did. My heart is still with Christopher Reeve, and I cannot get his performance out of my head. With that said, he did okay. I think for me, he just didn't have that spark that Christopher Reeve did. I didn't hate his performance, but definitely preferred Christopher Reeve. The focus of it was the love story more than anything. And for me, that kind of overshadowed just Superman as a character standalone. That's something that I really loved with the first one and the second one, that we still had the Lois Lane storyline going on, but we were able to see Superman on his own. So we got to see him shine. And with this one, I think it just overshadowed him, honestly, the character of Superman. Also felt real bad for Richard, justice for Richard. My guy still doesn't know. Honestly, I love Richard. I thought that he was a great character. He was very supportive, not just for Lois Lane, but for Superman. I thought that he was great. Loved Kevin Spacey as Lex Luthor. Definitely had an edge to him in this one, the character of Lex versus the first and the second one. He seemed a lot more cruel in this film. Him beating Superman was pretty, and I know that we had some moments in the first and the second one, but he was beating him to a pulp and then stabbed him. Pretty shocking, but I loved his portrayal. I think that he did a fantastic job. Lois Lane, I think that she did a pretty good job. I liked this version. She was a lot less peppy as opposed to the first and the second one, but I still think that she did a really good job at playing that role the way that I would imagine Lois Lane to. Love a lot of the action scenes, in particular the airplane literally going down and he's saving it. I know that we commented and joked about well, the physics of that, but I thought that it was a great scene to include. So it wasn't a bad movie. It definitely was my least favorite, I think, of the Superman movies, but I fully admit, and whether it's right or wrong, Christopher Reeve is just it for me. It was a decent movie, just not my favorite.
I hear what you're saying, and I don't mean that he is better than Christopher Reeve, but I think that he's still a solid Superman. And remember, Brandon Routh had the problem of being Christopher Reeve's Superman, whereas Henry Cavill, it's a reboot of the franchise, so he can kind of be his own Superman. He has to kind of mimic what Christopher Reeve did. And like you said, it's really hard to live up to that, but being that is the case, I still think he did a pretty good job at filling those shoes, even if no one can truly fill Christopher Reeve's shoes. I really liked the story of this movie. I liked him being gone and coming back, and the idea of Superman having a son. It was a little love triangle-esque there, even though Richard didn't even know he was in a love triangle the whole movie. I love seeing Jor-El come back. You're right that Lex Luthor was a little bit more cruel in this movie. He was always cruel, but it was just much more pronounced and in your face. He's stabbing him, breaking it off, punching him in the chest and stuff. Normal critiques of this movie is that it's a little drawn out. You could probably shave about half an hour off this movie, make it a solid 2-hour film. So I'd agree with that. The other thing is that they were talking about continuing on Superman with Brandon Routh, going on further adventures, but because the movie didn't perform as well as the studio would have liked, similar to how the Amazing Spider-Man films were doing, they were all profitable, but just weren't as profitable as they were expecting, so they decided to reboot it after this. So this is Brandon Routh's only film as Superman, and I think that's the shame. I really like his version of Superman. You said that it's not your favorite of the three that we've seen. I still would love to know what you would rate Superman Returns.
So I did like the idea of Superman having a son. I really did. Do I think that they handled it the right way? No, I don't. My biggest problem is just that it felt like I was watching a teenage love story going on, and that beloved focus of Superman and his capabilities, aside from what's going on with him and Lois and whatnot, I just felt like it didn't get the devotion that the first and the second one did. So I think I'm gonna rate it a 7.
For me, I think that this movie has always gotten the short end of the stick when it comes to some of the other Superman movies. If you've seen Superman 3 and 4, are you honestly gonna tell me that this is worse than those two? I mean, come on. I could see it maybe not, kind of like what you said, it being lower as far as Superman 1 and 2, but it is not the worst Superman movie by far. A lot of redeeming qualities. I might be in the minority here. I think this movie is pretty solid. For me, this movie is an 8 out of 10. I know that not everybody agrees with my opinion. I'm sure we'll get some heated comments down below about what you didn't like about the movie and why I'm wrong, but that's just the way I feel about it. I think Brandon Routh did a solid job. I think it's a solid movie. But of course, these are just some of our thoughts. We'd love to know what you guys think down in the comments below. I'm sure you'll let us know regardless. If you enjoyed this video, leave it a like. It helps the channel out a lot. Subscribe. You'll be notified when we start our next movie series. And check out Patreon. You can watch the full-length reaction to these videos that we do over there. You can also watch these before anyone else, ad-free until I publish them. And there's a bunch of other Patreon exclusive stuff over there too. But for now, that is it. Jen and I appreciate you watching. We'll catch you in the next video. Take care.